Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Back from Gen Con. I was only there for 2 days this year. I had the opportunity to go for 2 days, and that was all I was able to be there. So I wanted to give you an idea of some of the cool things I was able to pick up at Gen Con. Not everything, but I'll start with just a couple of the small things. Some Magic the Gathering deck boxes is really cool. So you got this. On the front here you have where you can put the commander. I got this in one of the matches, the Clavinello, and then I've got just a bunch of cards I picked up while there. I'm going to go to a lot of the games, the board games mainly, that I picked up here and show those to you. So I got this game called Snack Attack. It looked really cute and fun, and I figured with some of my friends' kids that like to play games with us, this would be a really good game. This is another one too that it got me because it said neurodivergent friendly, bright and colorful dinos. This is a little bit fun. Basically, you're going to, go in a dungeon and fight, and then each thing can be different. You choose your different bad guy and all this stuff. It's a little bit kid friendly, but also it's a simple game. It looks something like I enjoy playing. And then I got another game here. I thought my friends would enjoy playing. It looked a little fun, not so neighborly. So basically, you're building your neighborhood, but you have ways of stopping the neighborhood. You're trying to get points and all these things, and it looks just cute, funny. A game that they would enjoy and play and get back together. Now, this next game I'm going to show you is one that actually impressed me the most. I was only buying a couple of games, handful of games. I like board games. I have too many, so I wasn't planning to buy a lot. I was looking just to see what was there. I was walking around, and I got impressed by this game. It's a Scallywager here. It's a pirate game. The one-on-one is cool, but also the fact that it was a pirate game. It's a very simple game. It's just a dice game, and it's a wager game, and you just basically make wagers, and you are trying to basically see if someone's bluff yourself, lying, figure it out, and then try to be the one that stays alive. It looked really fun, a little interesting. The people were very, very nice. Got to play the game. Ended up winning the game I played. Came from behind to win, and so I liked the game. I thought it was simple, it wasn't too complex, and I liked the fact that it was and everything. This next game I got mostly for my wife, Alice. So this is a cute little game also because of it's kid friendly, but it looks pretty cool. And you're going around the board playing as Alice in Wonderland, and that you're going around and you can choose your different characters, and you try not to fall down the hole, which that's in the game, and then you try to get the most cookies or cakes or whatever you want to call them, and then at the end, if the person has the most, if you get 10, you win the game. And then these are the two games that I was specifically I was going to pick up, mostly based on what people said, but people who made Maple Valley Creature Comforts, KTBG, Cafe Barras, which is just look cute to me in general. When I saw this and you get an extra pack with it, I missed out on day one. I just didn't think this was. I didn't realize this was a release at Gen Con. I did not do as much research as I should have going into this. This is my first Gen Con. It was a lot of fun, but I was more going to do Magic stuff and things like that when I could, and be there to meet some of the Magic people and do some of the stuff there. But next time, if I go next year, I'm going to be a lot more prepared. Go ahead and get tickets early. Go ahead and plan to get in events early so that I can make sure they're not sold out and stuff like that. But yeah, this game looks really fun. Cafe Bars. You make your own little cafe and with your capybaras, and so I'm excited to play the game. Was able to pick it up day 2. I basically got there very, very early, sat in front and got in the front. And this next game was one that I didn't realize it was heavy. I got the deluxe edition of River Valley Glass Works, and this looked very, very fun. They had a bunch of cute characters that were hanging out outside their booth. I originally was going to go into the actual booth, see the game being tested and stuff like that. I just saw a little bit of gameplay that looked fun, looked simple enough, complex enough, and had some ideas in it that I liked and really enjoyed it. But it was so crowded the day one in the booth. I was like, I want to go pick up this game, and so I went to their room, and they kind of showed me a couple things, and ended up picking it up and getting that. And this last one was again another game wasn't expecting to get, but the same people who made Scallywagers. It was a wrestling game, Super Show. And it's really, really cool. They had a 10th anniversary edition, so you can get this box here where they had a special Gen Con edition, Gen Con, where you could get it comes with 4 decks, and then you got like an additional pack and an additional character. And I was excited because I'm a wrestling fan myself, as you know, and so I'm excited to get into this game. But they also had Matt Cardona as a card. Matt Cardona is one of my favorite wrestlers. I've liked him since he was Zack Ryder. Really liked his stuff. Followed him since then, off and on. And so as an indie wrestler, so it got me into it. It's an interesting game. I will definitely be taking you and definitely showing you some other things about this game in the future. They also gave me putting stuff on top of stuff. I got a really cool You get a playmat with it so you can play. So I got the like Extreme Rules playmat. That's like the ladders and all the other stuff you can use in it. And so basically you have, I feel like it might be like similar to Commander in the sense that you have a wrestler, and those wrestlers have moves, and you're trying to roll and chain those moves together, and then go for your finisher and all that stuff, and try to beat the opponent. And so it looks really, really fun. It is actually a very competitive game. They're actually doing tournaments. I didn't realize it was that big, but there are people who are very big into the game. And so I don't know how big I'm going to get into it. If I can find a group to play with, or even introduce it to my game store, I will. I at least got it because it's a 4-player game. I can play with friends. I can play one-on-one with somebody. And who knows, at some point, if I decide to make it a little more competitive on the side and play it when I can, I'll get into it and build my wrestling deck and see how it goes. But that was my haul from Gen Con. Stay tuned. I'm hoping here in the near future to have an overview of Gen Con, some of the things I was able to do, some of the exciting things, and you guys saw some of the stuff that happened for me while I was there. And so, yeah. And, I also picked up some cards and things like that as well. I'll show you one of the cards. Another card. I picked up a second dual land from a trade, and so I started a bad habit, but maybe not, it's not that bad of it. But you know what? It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Stay tuned. Hopefully near soon too, you can see some of my Funkos in my background here. I'll give you a tour of the office here in the near future as I'm finishing getting the office set up. And we will talk about Gen Con. I might even do like a short, maybe even a podcast about it. I need to talk about Command Festival too when I went to Command Fest Atlanta, and all these things I want to talk about. I just have been so crazy busy with stuff. I have a backlog of stuff to do, but this month is the month a lot of the stuff starts for me to be able to get a lot of stuff done. So stay tuned, look out for that. And I want to thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, we'll see you next time.